Have you ever thought that even a silent predator can make a fatal mistake? No noise. No warning, a lightning-fast strike opens a chain of suffocatingly tense moments, where venom is no longer a guaranteed ticket to victory. Get ready, because right after this, you will witness the most terrifying battles involving snakes. And when they choose the wrong opponent, every moment will send chills down your spine. Let's watch now. Cobra versus python. Inside a cramped wooden enclosure, there is no escape for either of them. The python places all its hope on constriction. Its body coils, searching for leverage to crush its opponent, but the cobra's bite lands straight into the section of the body exerting force. The constriction is broken. For the python, this is the most dangerous moment to lose rhythm. It counterattacks in desperation, biting into the cobra's body, but the long, flexible muscles are not a fatal weakness. In pain and disoriented, the python writhes, looking for a way to retreat. The cobra does not retreat. It maintains the bite, fixing its position like a living hook. As neural signals weaken, the python's coils lose synchronization. The crushing force collapses from within, even though the body is still moving. The cobra begins to crawl its mouth toward the prey's head. Controlling the head is not only to prevent counterattacks, but also a mandatory condition for swallowing. In confined space, raw constriction yields to the ability to maintain prolonged control. Cobra versus hoopoe. The cobra strays from its natural shelter and slithers into a small garden within a residential area. Ahead is a hoopoe, a well-known snake hunter in rural regions. The cobra is pressed against the wall, with no retreat, head raised and hood spread in a final threatening posture. It lunges with short strikes, but the distance is never enough. The hoopoe does not need to close in. It steps back just one pace, perfectly outside fang range, then instantly changes direction. It uses agile flight combined with hopping movements to evade the snake's strikes. The hoopoe can harass its prey for hours, waiting until the snake becomes disoriented or exhausted before delivering precise pecks to the body or head. And when the prey is fully exhausted, that is when the bird displays its masterful snake hunting ability. Hoopoes can eat even highly venomous snakes, such as cobras or kraits, because their digestive system can neutralize large amounts of toxins from snake flesh. Their high body temperature accelerates digestion, allowing the prey to be rapidly broken down by stomach acid. Cobra versus a snake. In captive environments or confined spaces, such as glass enclosures, the hunting behavior of the king cobra shows significant differences compared to the wild due to limited space and altered survival instincts. The smaller snake knows it is facing something it should never challenge. It repeatedly raises its head and searches for escape, but every route is blocked. In tight spaces, the king cobra does not need to chase its prey. Instead, it fully exploits its advantage in length and muscular power.
Cobra. Jadi king cobra tuh kalau dia gigit itu nggak bakal lepas.
It uses its large body to block all exits, forcing the prey into a corner. Unlike many venomous snakes that strike and release to wait for the prey to die, king cobras in confined spaces often bite and hold on.
Berarti sebelah kanan.
They combine this with slight chewing motions at the bite site to help venom penetrate the opponent's circulatory system more quickly. Once the prey is clearly weakening, the king cobra seizes the moment, clamps onto the snake's head, then slowly advances and swallows it whole, ending a confrontation where neither had a way out. Hoopoe versus Indian red snake. Another intruder appears, this time an Indian red snake. Unfortunately for it, the hoopoe is known as a nemesis of snakes thanks to its skillful hunting ability and extremely aggressive nature. Hoopoes can grapple with a snake for over an hour, simply to find an opening or wait until the prey is exhausted. Their feet have 4 symmetrical toes that provide strong grip and control. The glossy black legs with sharp claws are effective tools for restraining prey. Hoopoes possess a very hard, thick beak that curves downward at the tip. This design creates tremendous clamping force, allowing them to grip tightly and inflict deep injuries. Repeated, powerful pecks extinguish any remaining hope of resistance. It swallows the snake head first. Strong stomach acid combined with a flexible esophagus allows it to process even snakes of this length. Cobra-verde versus jararaca. On damp ground, 2 scaled bodies collide almost simultaneously. Both the Cobra-verde and the jararaca target the opponent's body, because at such close range, neither dares to risk exposing its head to direct counterattack. The jararaca attempts to attack, but it does not appear to be effective. The Cobra-verde patiently waits for the decisive moment. It changes angle and bites, clamping onto the jararaca's head and holding firmly. Once the head is locked, the rest of the body becomes almost useless, as all resistance can no longer be transmitted effectively. A study shows that the protein-degrading activity in the venom of this Cobra-verde is up to 208% higher than that of the jararaca it is consuming. This allows it to digest the prey faster before other animals are attracted. The confrontation ends not with speed, but with control and chilling persistence. Opossum versus true coral snake.
Em busca de outros alimentos.
In the dim light of night, the opossum lowers its body, firmly pinning the true coral snake beneath its chest.
Que bicho desgraçado, papai. Vê que brilhou.
The confrontation is nearing its end, the true coral snake still resisting, but only with weak movements.
Sofrido, tá magro pra caramba. O bicho tá comendo uma.
True coral snakes possess venom that directly attacks the nervous system, causing respiratory paralysis and rapid death. Even musuranas, the most snake-immune and snake-hunting species in this region. Avoid them. Yet opossums are world famous for their resistance to the venom of most snakes in South America, including jararacas and coral snakes. Their blood contains a special protein currently being studied by scientists to develop anti-venom for humans. This protein neutralizes venom molecules as soon as they enter the body. Milk snake versus lizard. Within dry grass close to the ground, a milk snake slowly slithers as it begins a nighttime hunt. For this species, scent and chemical trails are the most accurate guides, allowing it to locate a nearby lizard even with limited vision. And it quickly constricts its prey. Because milk snakes lack venom to paralyze lizards, they have evolved exceptionally strong body muscles relative to their size, making constriction highly effective. Milk snakes have many small, sharp, backward curving teeth. Once they bite a lizard. These teeth act like hooks the more the lizard struggles, the more pain it feels, and the further it is pulled back. After consuming a bicodose lizard, a milk snake may not need to eat again for 1 to 2 weeks, depending on meal size. After a large meal, like a lizard, internal organs such as the heart, liver, and kidneys can increase significantly in size to support high-intensity digestion. Black mamba versus mouse. In nature, the encounter between a black mamba and a mouse is a classic example of the overwhelming dominance of one of the fastest and most venomous predators on the planet. The black mamba slithers into a burrow. A mouse that has just emerged is struck in a lightning-fast attack. The venom acts directly on the nervous system, causing the prey's muscles to stiffen within just a few heartbeats. The swallowing process then proceeds smoothly. It continues deeper into the burrow. The black mamba is an opportunistic predator, wasting no energy source, even mice. But the mouse colony quickly scatters. Only when it passes a dead mouse does it swallow the carcass as part of a survival strategy in a harsh environment, where every meal could be the last if missed. Mice reproduce rapidly and are widespread in the black mamba's habitat. They provide a stable food source that helps the snake maintain energy for high-speed movement. Black mambas often take over mouse burrows after killing the occupant, using them as shelter or a place to digest their meal. What you have just seen shows that, in the wild, there are no invincible predators. Snakes can strike perfectly, but when a stronger opponent counterattacks, the balance can shift in an instant. Victory and defeat always go hand in hand. And every battle is a brutal lesson about the limits of instinct. If you felt the tension and intensity of these moments, press like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to continue exploring the most authentic survival stories of nature. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again on the next journey.